Hello, my name is Mary Blunt. I am a beauty guide with Limelife by Alcone. I'll be 48 years old in April. I have two children, two grown children. One's getting ready to be 27, the other 29. I have a nephew that I've had for 10 years now. He'll be 20 in April. I have 5 grandchildren. I am a Gigi. And this is going to be my reason why I joined Limelife and the reason why I enjoy it so much, and the reason why I just love it. And it's not just because of the makeup that is just phenomenal. You know, growing up, even in my teens, having so many hormonal issues, going through, I went through so many different hormones that I could never find a foundation that would not turn me orange. And I mean, I tried them all. I tried the most expensive ones all the way down to, the cheapest, just, liquid, the powder, whatever I could find. And I just really could never find one that really matched my skin tone or that would give me the coverage that I would need, okay? And so how I came about Limelife, I had 2 major surgeries back to back a couple of years ago. Well, it's been 2 years ago. I had my large intestine removed, and then I turned around and developed an infection 2 weeks later, and then I had to have a complete hysterectomy because I had developed a real severe infection in my fallopian tube. And so I had to wait a little while just to heal from, having my large intestine removed before he could even really give me the hysterectomy. So I was down for about 3 months. And during that time, being down 3 months, and for the first month, I was literally in the bed. I could roll over a little bit and I would just toss my cookies. That I was so sick, and I had lost so much weight, and I really couldn't keep anything down. I could only, really drink liquids or whatever. Now, me being who I am, because I've always been spontaneous, active, I've always worked 2 and 3 jobs at a time, and little sleep. I was just always constantly moving, doing something. But when these surgeries put me down, they put me down hard, and then I would lay there in the bed and just absolutely cry. I did. I went through a deep depression, and but then I also was laying on my back one day, and I was like, you know what? I really don't have any friends. I really don't have any other activities that I know of that I do, because I had just buried myself. Work, I come home, and I may go to the grocery store every now and then, and that was my life for years. So as I was laying there, I was like, God, I don't even know what I like to do anymore. I don't know who I am. I don't know. Does anybody even know that I'm here? So it was like I needed something else besides work. So hold on one moment. Sorry. So as I was saying, I was laying there one night, and then I was like, I'm in this house all by myself. My nephew, he's at work, and I have no one. My kids are grown, they have their families. And so I was like, God, please send me something, that I would enjoy, and that would give me life again. Sure enough, this is no joke. I was scrolling through Facebook as I was laying there, and I had an old high school friend of mine, 20 years ago, and I haven't really talked to her or seen her. And she was posting stuff, and she was like, I'm coming over to your house, and I'll let you color match me. And then they started talking about makeup, and then I chimed in, and I was like, hey, let's just make it a party. I invited myself because I want to get up out of here. I want to go do something. So, one thing led to another. Sure enough, I met her over there at this other lady's house. I never met this lady before, never heard of her. And we walked in, and we sat down. She said, here's the skincare. Go wash your face with it and tell me what you think. Well, I went in there, and I was like, oh, okay. So I went in there and washed my face, exfoliated my face, took it off, and when I went to sit down and put Cool Balm on my face after that, I was like, oh my gosh, because it was like I just stepped out of a spa. No joke. And I was like, oh my God, this is like amazing. And so we sat down, she was like here, and she had the makeup out and everything, and she was talking to us about the makeup, and I was looking at it, and I was like, wow, this looks good. And you don't have to use a lot, because she kept getting on to me. She says, Mary, quit, you're putting too much on. I gotta have it all. So, and I was like, okay. So, we left that day, and, I got to looking at it, and I was like, well, I'm gonna order this, and this, and this, and this. Next thing you know it, was like, well, she's like, well, I didn't even thought about asking y'all if y'all wanted to, kind of hop on my team. And I'm like, okay, let me think about it. Let me try this. Because I like to try things for a little while before I jump into and put my name on it and say, hey, yeah, this is good stuff. I want to use it. I want to see what it's going to do for me and my skin before I do that. So I told her, I said, look, give me 30 to 45 days before I can answer that. Well, I got my stuff in, and I used it, and I was just absolutely blown away at how it was up to my skin. It absolutely put a little spark in me, because it did a really good job. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna jump in. I've never been a part of any kind of market, anything before ever in my life. And I was like, man, whew, I'm gonna do it. So I joined, and then it was a group of us. And it was the best thing that I've ever done. We got to meet like once a week, and when we got together, it was like we were all in sync. We were just made for each other. We different personalities, but still we were the same. And I developed a friendship with them that I can't ever replace. And so it kind of went from there. We got to meet, we got together, we would text each other, and we just developed a bond, a friendship amongst us. And we got to talk about makeup. We got to do things that I enjoy. I love putting on makeup. I've been putting on makeup since I was 11, 12 years old. And I used to do prom makeup. They'd come to my house, hey, Mary, do my makeup, weddings, things of that nature. And so it was something that I always enjoyed, and I knew I enjoyed it, but I kind of lost that, and I think I forgot that I enjoyed that because I was just so swamped and just buried myself in work and forgot who I was. And so, we got together again, like I said. I learned a lot of things. And then we went, we got to go out on this trip to Denver, Colorado, to our Palooza. It's the very first one I've ever been to. And it was absolutely the best experience that I have ever had. When I walked in that place and seen all these beautiful, I will say beautiful people, because there were men there and there was women there, beautiful people from all over the place. And the way this place was set up, I mean, it was just like you just stepped off into a resort. And so that was absolutely the best experience I think I've had in a very long time. And so Limelife has given me so much more than just, oh, I get up here and I'd sell some makeup or some skincare. Not to mention the absolute best skincare or makeup that I've ever been in contact with. But it has absolutely given me so much more. It's helped me find myself again. It's pushing me to different levels now that I would have not just ventured out on my own to do. I consider myself a competitive person, and so it's pushing me. I'm learning new things too. The world is evolving. There are new things that are coming out. We've got TikTok now, and now we have Instagram Reel and things of that nature that I would have never, embarked on or been a part of. But I am learning that as well. So it's pushing me. It's like a motivational thing. It's like it's bringing me back out of who I've always been. Just lost it. So Limelife has done so much more. I hope to one day this is going to be my job and this is going to be what I do. I get to go around and hope impact other women to find themselves as well, and give them that joy, and so that they know that they can also do this as well. And so I just want to thank Limelife for the opportunity. I want to thank my high school friend for bringing it up, and I want to thank my dear special friend for asking me and inviting me to be a part of their team. Thank you so much. I cannot wait to see where I am going to go in this company. I can't wait to see what it does for everybody else. Thank you so much.